I just want to thank the officials for coming in this evening. I think you've heard, and you know, if you listened to IFA earlier, to say there's anxiety over this issue would be an understatement. The financial implications of it are huge. I suppose Ash Dieback stood in behind our backs, but there's a clear forewarning now that this is a threat to our forestry sector, and you know, there will be no forgiveness if this black beetle gets a presence in our plantation. And whatever biosecurity measures have to be taken to make sure it is kept out has got to be done. And you know, I've heard, you know, you're going to come back to the committee before the end of the month, and I appreciate that. We will be corresponding, you know, a summary of today to the Minister as well, and outlining our concerns of what we feel needs to be done. And look, I'm not going to go back over Ash Dieback. I feel the farmers with Ash Dieback, you know, have, in my time, and I'm a long time involved in representing farmers, I've never seen before a disease that was outside of farmer control that there wasn't compensation paid for. And I just can't comprehend, and this thing that it is against state rules and that, it doesn't cut mustard with me. There has to be some mechanism to compensate those forestry owners for 20 to 25 years of growth loss, which was the retirement pot gone up in rubble. And we have to address this in the interest of fairness and morality. It's wrong that something completely outside their control that are carrying all the pension loss for it. And I'm just going to ask one question. Maybe this is an unfair question, and if you think it is, I'd accept you're not answering it, Barry. Like, excluding the sub 1 hectare plots, what acreage of afforestation, you are Director of Forestry, what target have you for afforestation in 2024, excluding the 1 hectare plots, which isn't commercial timber?
Yeah, so thanks, Deputy Cahill. Look, we have a target of 8,000 hectares set out there. What do you think they're realistically going to meet? And I suppose from our point of view, it's to show that we have the capacity to do that. So in terms of all the efficiencies we've tried to bring into the process, notwithstanding the additional environmental constraints that we have to take into account in terms of that permanent land use change. But again, in terms of our ecology resources, our engineer resources, in terms of our inspector resources, they have all dramatically increased. And so we believe we have the capacity to do 8,000 hectares. It will be challenging in this year to get to that, but just to state, like, as of today, we have 1,599 hectares ready, available to plant as of today. And so we hope that the farmers who have those valid licences will now proceed and plant those. And we have, again, about the same again in the system applied. Okay, and as I said, you will see us promoting strongly through the year in terms of trying to encourage farmers to apply, and that would hopefully get those files through for planting in the autumn. So look, it will be challenging to meet that target, but we will do everything we can to promote and to facilitate and help people to apply to get to that target.
I wish you the very best to look with it, the department, but you know, as has been said here this evening, confidence is at such a low ebb, and we have to start rebuilding confidence. And Ash Dieback, to me, is one of the cornerstones of rebuilding that confidence, and show that there is, you know, a mechanism for compensation for them would be one of the cornerstones, and biosecurity for this black beetle. Again, to get confidence that we are doing everything possible to keep out this black beetle is going to be key as well, because anyone that's planting now is doing something for the next 25 to 30 years, and we have to be sure that we can keep this pest under control.